Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I figured I'd do a video about grad student essentials. So things I carry in my bag, things that I use on a daily basis, things that I swear by. So I figured I'd do a video on that. I loved watching these prior to grad school, and also while in grad school. It helps me get an idea of some of the things I might be wanting or needing during my studies. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in my bag, as well as some of the things that I'm loving. And we have a special guest here, as always. So let's just jump right in. Again, for those who are new here, my name is Danica. I'm a fifth year PhD student in clinical psychology with a forensic psychology concentration, and my program also has a health psychology concentration. So my video and my sort of essentials are really tailored to that, as well as things that I use on a regular basis. So let's just jump right in. All right, for starters, I am using this Spade tote bag. It's like a nylon tote bag. I love this because it's weatherproof. It also is easy to wipe down with a Lysol wipe or anything if anything spills on it, especially during the pandemic. We want to make sure that we're being sanitary. So I will start by talking about some of my essentials. No surprise here, a laptop. I mean, yes, some people do work on a desktop and that's just as fine, and maybe that's your primary thing, but I think in grad school it's kind of essential that you have some sort of portable tablet or laptop, just because it's easy to do a quick search, like if you're sitting in a meeting or if you're on campus, things like that. I think it's just the norm. Obviously, have whatever sort of computer fits your needs or laptop that fits your needs. I'm an Apple girl. I'm sucked in. So I swear by this. So continuing with gadgets, I also have an iPad Pro. So I also love my iPad Pro. I initially got an iPad years ago for reading purposes. And so I like using this like as a double screen since I don't have a monitor. But it's also nice to sort of do things from my bed or be on the go if I don't want to carry my laptop. So a lot of this is mainly used for my personal use, and then time to time if I'm like working on my dissertation and I want to refer back to something, but I don't want to split my screen into 3 different sort of ways, I'll go ahead and pull out my iPad Pro. So next I have my Moleskin Notebooks. I didn't know I needed these until I started using them, but obviously any notebook is fine. I just really enjoy the setup. So I have the dotted page version for both my notebooks. So this one I use for my clinical notes. I love the size of it. I initially got this because it was on sale at Target, and so I said, you know what, it's still pricey, but let me give it a try. And I really liked it. I still do. And so then I have the larger version. So this I started to use to take notes during our didactics and clinical work. Also notes related, for my dissertation and things like that. So then I also have my pencil pouch. This I love. I think I got this at the Christmas tree shop, I want to say. And so in here I have my whiteout. I have pens, highlighters, hand sanitizer, a mini stapler, and some chapstick. And so I love this thing. I always, like to sometimes take physical notes, so I always like to have a pen on me. I am a gel pen. I'm a colored girl, so I really like all that stuff. All right, the next thing I really like is my business card holder. This I got on Amazon. I love this. And so this is really nice that you could slip and put it in a smaller bag or bring it to a conference or a networking event, whatever the case is. So I'll put others' business cards in here, and I'll also carry my own. You never know when you're gonna need it. It's so much easier than like having someone pull out their phone and write their email down, just giving them their business card. I think it's just also nice to be able to have the physical copy so that you could store it in whatever holder that you might have. So some other things that I have in here that aren't necessarily something you need, but just maybe a preference, or just some like miscellaneous things that I have in here. I figured I'd show you as well. So I have my AirPods. These I love. I got them along with my iPad, and I love them because when I'm having session or like a clinical session, I usually go in the study room, and sometimes I've like walked away and like you could hear like a class, for example, if I'm on Zoom and in the middle of class and I let the computer run and I don't have my AirPods, you can kind of hear mumbling. So just to protect the privacy of patients, clients, I like to use my AirPods. And then for personal use, I just like using my AirPods. Wallet, your water bottle, of course. All right, some other really important items that are, I would say, absolutely a necessity is your external hard drive. I can't begin to tell you how many times, happened twice, where something happened with my laptop and I didn't store everything. I only stored some things on Google Drive, and some things I was able to recover from email because I had sent the document or attachment to someone. And so external hard drive. And I also like content. So I like pictures and videos, and that stuff takes up so much storage on my laptop. So external hard drive, it's pricey, but such a good investment. It beats having to buy another laptop. Also have this adapter. I forget what these are called. Like a dongle, portable battery port, like a charger. It just comes with a USB, connect my phone, things like that. And another thing I felt like I needed, because I didn't want to always be lugging around this big number, I ended up getting a smaller professional purse that's versatile, that I could use for dinner, but I could also use if I'm going to like a court session, for example, for my clinical work, or going to some sort of like school or work event. It was just like a smaller compact work bag. So got this at the Kate Spade outlet, so we love a deal, right? Especially as grad students. And I felt like this is really nice, so I could stick the essentials, so like my wallet, maybe my pencil pouch, my smaller version of my Moleskin notebook, and whatever else you might need, your business cards, and then sort of just leave with that. I love that it comes with obviously the handle, but it also comes with the satchel. So another thing that I really, really love, and then I got during the earlier days of the pandemic when everything switched from virtual, was this lap desk. So there are micro beads in the back, so it's to your comfort on your lap. And so I love this because I could use my laptop and sit comfortably while I'm on the couch. I could use it anywhere. I bring it to the study room as well because I like a little bit of an elevation. It's good for posture when you have it a little elevated. So this I also got on Amazon. I also wanted to share with you some of my favorite clinical resources that I've used when providing services under the license of a clinical psychologist in various settings, like a hospital setting, an outpatient setting, virtually, group therapy, things like that. I've also provided therapeutic services to various populations. So I worked at an inpatient psychiatric hospital where people were voluntarily or involuntarily committed to a psychiatric institute. I worked and currently work with a forensic population in an outpatient setting, so people who are on supervised release and transitioning into society post-incarceration. I also provide services to those who have been wrongfully convicted and are now exonerated. And I also do forensic evaluation. So all of this is under, again, a licensed clinical psychologist. So I just wanted to share some of the resources that I've found and loved in these various settings. So for those who are interested in obtaining a degree in psychology, becoming a licensed therapist, becoming a licensed clinical psychologist, you might find these helpful if you are unfamiliar or need some resources. First, I wanted to start with these cards here. They're these affirmation cards that I've used in group therapy. I found them to be really effective in a group setting where people are committed to a psychiatric institute and don't want to be there, or maybe they have committed themselves and realize this is taking way longer than I thought and things like that, and just are having a hard time processing their current situation. This has been really helpful to help people deal with that moment, but also if they're coming in struggling with all these other external factors. Another book that I really like to use is ACT, so Acceptance and Commitment Therapy, for the treatment of PTSD and other trauma-related problems. So I love this. You can see I have it flagged. This is a manualized treatment that I was using with one of my clients. I really like this. This is also a good basic to have. This was a textbook that was required for my interventions course my freshman year, or my first year of grad school. And so it teaches you the basics, so the clinical skills, so beyond active listening, I mean, that's included too, but ways to challenge clients, ways to use a skill called immediacy, ways to paraphrase, of course, and all the basic skills of clinical interviewing. I also really love DBT. So I use this for my substance use work. I also have used it in group settings. I consider my theoretical orientation. So I guess, method that I, choose to provide therapy, if you will, is through an evidence-based treatment, and I like to use third wave treatment, so like ACT and DBT. And so this is really helpful for handouts and teaching certain skills. Another workbook for group therapy, CBT oriented. Love this one as well. Another one I really like to use, I haven't gotten through all of it, but it is the Seeking Safety book. It's a treatment manual for PTSD and substance use. And my other two are my forensics books. So this is Forensic CBT, understanding how to incorporate these risk factors and criminogenic thinking into the work that we're already doing. And then lastly is the Forensic Mental Health Assessment book that I need to start digging into. So this is actually my advisor's textbook along with some other co-authors. So another thing that every psychologist in training needs, therapist, is a DSM. So they just came out with the DSM, the new revision of it. So I don't have that just yet. It's quite pricey, but mine has all the tabs with the diagnoses. I don't carry this every day because it's such a thick one. When I was in class and had psychopathology and things like that, I did. They have like the pocketbook version. They also have, the desk reference version. That's really good. You could just literally slip it in a pouch if you wear scrubs and you work at a hospital or a clinic. So that's really efficient. So, and the last thing that I have in my bag are my glasses. So these are my reading glasses. They're prescribed with prescription. Clearly Remy really likes them. So yeah, so those are my grad school essentials. If I happen to think of any more or, end up getting new purchases or making new purchases that I think are essential or can be beneficial, I will throw them in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick what's in my bag / grad school essentials, clinical psychology PhD edition, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.